What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, we have some not shocking news as three-division world champion, former undisputed world champion, undefeated Japanese superstar boxer, Monster Inoue, has his sights set on this man, undefeated three-division world champion, five-time world champion, superstar boxer, Gervonta Tank Davis. Monster Inoue is a three-division world champion, okay? He's moving up in weight. He is, has an 88% knockout ratio. He's a three-division world champion, right? He's a former undisputed bantamweight world champion, right? He held the WBA Super title and the IBF Ring Magazine titles at he also held the at bantamweight, at junior bantamweight and light flyweight. Okay, so Monster Inoue is an undefeated fighter. Okay, he is 30 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. He's 24 wins, no losses, no draw. 21 big wins by way of knockout. He's a superstar in the sport of boxing, right? He's going into a massive showdown with Cool Boy Steph, right? Cool Boy, undefeated Cool Boy Steph. And Cool Boy Steph is the unified world champion. He's 21 wins, no loss, no draw, 8 wins by way of knockout. He's the WBC, WBO Super Bantamweight world champion. He is 5'6.5" with a 70.5-inch arm reach. So Monster Inoue is moving up now, okay? He's moving up to Super Bantamweight, and he's going to take on Cool Boy Steph. Now, this is at 122 pounds. But Monster Inoue and his team, they have their sights set on Gervonta Tank Davis. And they said that they are eyeing a mega massive showdown, a mega super fight with Gervonta Tank Davis as he moves up in weight. Now, obviously, he has to beat Cool Boy Steph, which I actually favor Cool Boy Steph to win that fight. This fight is scheduled to take place July 25th in Japan, right? I actually favor Cool Boy Steph to win the fight. But Monster Inoue, he's very talented, has hand speed, has power. He has a pedigree. Japanese fighter, superstar, and his fight will be in Japan. Cool Boy Steph is going over to Japan. And so they're stating that, as he moves up through the rankings, they look at Gervonta Tank Davis as a super fight. Now, this fight is at 122 pounds. He has to go up 126, 130, 135. Gervonta Tank Davis fights at lightweight, 135. So this is actually 13 pounds north of where Inoue is making his debut. He has not even fought at 122 pounds. This is actually his first fight at 122 pounds against Cool Boy Steph. And so he has a lot of work to do before he gets to Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, I know Gervonta Tank Davis, in the lead up to his massive fight with Ryan Garcia and his fight with Hector Garcia, Gervonta Tank Davis stated that, it could be a super fight between him and Inoue. Well, they have all plans to fight Gervonta Tank Davis at some point in time. They look like they're trying to follow in the footsteps of legendary 8-division world champion, iconic Filipino superstar boxer Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao, who is a first ballot future Hall of Famer. He has not officially retired, and so that's why Manny Pacquiao is not in the Hall of Fame, but he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Manny Pacquiao is an 8-division world champion. He started his career at 106 pounds, and he moved all the way up to 154. So, and Inoue is 5'6", 5'7", with he's 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. Manny Pacquiao is 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. Now, Manny Pacquiao, his body type, showed more room for growth than Inoue. Inoue has more of a wiry frame. Manny Pacquiao has more of a Gervonta Tank Davis compact frame, right? So with that said, Manny Pacquiao was able to do it. And he jumped up from 106. He got knocked out twice early in his career. He still moved up. Now, Tank Davis is a whole different animal. with 29 wins, no loss, no draw, 27 big wins by way of knockout, 28 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. So they're the same height. They have the same arm reach. But again, Gervonta Tank Davis' build is more of a compact, solid frame, where Inoue has more of a wiry frame. Nonetheless, he has power, he has hand speed, he has boxing ability. But I think that they could be counting the chickens before they hatch. Now, I know, obviously, they are focused on this fight with Cool Boy Steph. And, he's not the biggest puncher. Cool Boy Steph is not the biggest puncher with only 8 knockouts. But he is very crafty. He's very slick, extremely high ring IQ. And he knows he knows how to avoid and eliminate his opponent's best weapon, right? And he fought big punchers like Brandon Figueroa with extreme high work rate and extremely big fighter. And he beat Brandon Figueroa. Now, it was a close fight, competitive fight, but he won the fight against Brandon Figueroa. He's very versatile. He can make adjustments. And so I actually favor Cool Boy Steph to win that fight. And this is Inoue's first fight at 122, right? So he's looking to make a major statement, going right into the best super bantamweight in the world in Cool Boy Steph, right? So he's following the footprints of Manny Pacquiao. But again, like I said, Gervonta Tank Davis may or may not be at 135 by the time he gets there. He has a lot of work to do. Again, this is his debut at 122. Still has to go through 126, 130, and then 135, unless he plans on just jumping over weight classes and trying to attempt to go straight to Gervonta Tank Davis. Maybe he goes to 26 and then just jumps up to 35. Maybe he attempts something of that magnitude. We saw Hands of Stone, the legend, the icon, Hall of Famer in Roberto Duran. He jumped from 135 to 147, challenged and beat the legend, the icon, Hall of Famer, and Sugar Ray Leonard. So it can be done. And Roberto Duran, he went all the way up to middleweight and beat Iran Barkley. So it can be done, right? And so, and Inoue has power like Roberto Duran. He's a massive puncher. But will his power translate? That's what has to be seen, right? They have to take it slow and see if his power actually translate up to these weight classes. We're going to see if his power translate against Cool Boy Steph, right? Then at 126, there's big name fighters he can have and fights he can have at 126. We're going to have to see if his power translates. Manny Pacquiao's power translated, and there was a lot of speculation that Manny Pacquiao has some unfair advantages as to why his power translate allegedly, right? I don't know what to be the case there, but there was a lot of people that felt like Manny Pacquiao had an unfair advantage, and that's why his power translated. Nonetheless, his power translated. We know Roberto Duran, his power translated. So we have to see if Inoue's power translate, because if his power, that's his biggest attribute, is his power. His biggest weapon is his power. And if that power does not translate, and I mean, he does have fast hands, he can box, high ring IQ, but when he faced a big puncher and a strong fighter like Nonito Donaire, and Nonito Donaire was far past his prime, Nonito Donaire broke his jaw and his orbital bone. Nonito Donaire gave him everything he was looking for, right? And again, Nonito Donaire was seen to be a shell of himself, and he struggled with Nonito Donaire. Now, the second time they fought, he blew Nonito Donaire right out the water. But in the first time they fought, it was a struggle. It was a battle. He suffered injuries, again. And Nonito Donaire was seen to be past his prime. But he struggled with the power, the ring IQ, the strength of Nonito Donaire. So imagine when he moves up in weight. Now, again, in this fight with Cool Boy Steph, this is the first time he's going to fight a guy who's as slick, who has extremely high ring IQ, the boxing ability, the jab, the pure boxing, the movement, the athletic ability of Cool Boy Steph. And he has respectable power. He doesn't have one punch knockout power, but he has respectable power. So, this is the first time. This is a major test. This is going to tell Inoue where he really truly stands in his career, because this is a major test in Cool Boy Steph. And Cool Boy Steph can box. He can move, right? So he can make adjustments. So we're going to have to see how this unfolds. But I think Gervonta Tank Davis, obviously everybody looks at Tank Davis. He's the cash cow. He's the pay-per-view superstar. He brings all the money and all the attention to the fights. So everybody wants to fight with Gervonta Tank Davis. So this is not surprising. But first things first, July 25th in Japan, he got to handle the business with Cool Boy Steph before they start focusing on Tank Davis. That's a whole nother animal. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. That's all I got for y'all, man. It's your boy Blue. I'm signing off. Let me know what y'all think. Inoue versus Tank is a mega super fight. Is that a fight in the making? Let me know what y'all think. Peace.